Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's weekend going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. What is going on? Welcome to Game 2 of the Subway Series showdown between the New York Mets and New York Yankees. New York Yankees won the series opener. Let's see how they do today. Clark Schmidt's taking the mound against Griffin Canning, so it should be an interesting pitching matchup. But shout out to the folks in the chat. How is it going? What is up? What is up? What is up? How's it going, folks? But make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But what is going on, folks? So couple of pieces of news. So before we get into the lineups and all that, so the game will start here in less than 10 minutes. So little update on Jake Cousins. According to Aaron Boone, there was a little bit of a setback with him because of a pectoral issue, but he said it's nothing major. So that's good news. Hopefully it isn't anything major because I would love to see Jake Cousins come back and help this bullpen out. You know, obviously, the Yankees are going to get some reinforcements. Giancarlo Stanton still, making his progress. Doing what he needs to do. There's no set date on when he needs to come back, but he is going to come back at some point. There's just no set date. And folks, the Baltimore Orioles just fired their manager, Brandon Hyde. So crazy. Orioles last place in the AL East. Like, they were just a team to watch out for, a team that was an absolute threat. And yeah. And now they stink this year. Obviously the team made no additions in this past offseason. They got some injuries. They're playing some bad baseball. I don't get it, man. But yeah, so they just fired their manager. Pretty crazy. But just so you all know, for the play-by-plays, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to wear the hats during the play-by-play. But if the Yankees are losing, the hat comes off. The hat's going to come off when they're losing. When they're winning, hat stays on. If it's a tie game, when both teams score, and if it's a tie game, the hat comes off. You know what I mean? So 0-0, I'll just rock the hat. If they're winning, I'll rock it. If they're losing, though, it's coming off for sure. So. But anyway, I thought I'd share that. I wanted to do a little something different. But let me say what's up to the folks in the chat. We got CT Cards in the chat. We got John the Beagle Dad in the chat. Brooklyn is in the house. Susan's in the chat. Shout out to Brooklyn. Infernus is in the chat. Shia Ace is in the building. What's up, man? No, that not Aaron Hicks, bro. You got it wrong. It's Willie Calhoun. Get it right, bro. Come on, Furnace. I know, too many shots to the head, when you're training. I know you're getting ready for a fight there, buddy. But it's Willie Calhoun. Get it right. We got Ray in the building. What up, Ray? Who else we got in the building? We got Brad in the building. What's up? Eric Does Stuff. Great name. What's up, man? I love the username. DM is in the building. What's up? Hey, Mr. Barrows. How are you, Mr. Barrows? How's it going? What up, Frederick? How's it going? Hopefully your power's back. Tigers just walked off on Boston. Oh, that's freaking great news. All right, but real quick here, folks, let me share the Yankees lineup and make sure you all go vote in the poll. I want to know what you all are thinking. Hopefully, hopefully, Mr. Barrows, hopefully you're feeling good, feeling well. Hopefully things are going good for you there, man. Let's see. Let's share this lineup here real quick. I'll make this full screen for just a moment. So this is your starting lineup right here, folks. We got Ben Rice leading off. He's playing DH. Aaron Judge batting second. He'll be in right field. Cody Bellinger batting third. He'll be playing center field. Paul Goldschmidt batting cleanup. He'll be playing first base. The Martian is in left field today. Jason Dominguez, he's batting fifth. Anthony Volpe batting sixth. He'll be playing shortstop. JC Escada is behind the dish. He'll be on catching duties today. DJ LeMahieu is playing second base. This should piss a lot of people off, maybe. But he'll be batting eighth. And then Yorbit Vivas is playing third base today, folks, and he'll be batting ninth. And on the mound today, it is Clark Schmidt. Folks in the chat, let me know what you think about this lineup. Let me know how you all think Clark Schmidt's going to do. Make sure you all go vote in that poll that I put out. I would greatly appreciate it. Looks like I got 6 votes. Well, no, 7 votes so far. So let me know what you all think. What's Schmidt going to do? Who's going to hit a home run today? And is anybody going to hit a home run today for the Yankees? I mean, no, they didn't get any home runs yesterday, but that's okay. The home runs, the runs all came in on hits and sac flies. So good situational hitting. So Eric says, Susan says DJ equals double play. So Susan, are you gonna bully DJ today, huh? No bullying Volpe? I feel like Susan's always bullying somebody. It's that Brooklyn attitude, which we already know. Rice leading off. Eric Does Stuff says, yeah, for real. Rice leading off is great. Mr. Barrow says that Judge and Bellinger are going to hit home runs. I hope, man. Yeah, if I had to pick my home run picks, honestly, for me it would be I'm going to go Judge, right? I mean, it's hard to not go Judge. So I'm going to say Judge. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say Escara. He's going to be my dark horse. Judge, Escara, and then I'm going to go Ben Rice. So Rice, Judge, and Escara. What's up, Stephen B? Only thing I do is switch Vivas to second and Peraza third. I understand. But you know that DJ was going to play at some point, though. Oh, Susan's just saying just today. Okay. DJ used to be my favorite player. Fell out. Well, unfortunately with DJ, man, it was just a freaking injuries, dude. The injuries like ruined him, which sucks. But Father Time is undefeated, as they say, right? So, but yeah, folks, that's what we got. The game should start here in the next couple of minutes. So, I'll pull up the game cast here in a couple of minutes. Yeah, Peraza looked excellent at third. Peraza could play anywhere. I mean, third, short, second. I mean, Peraza's great. That diving play that he made where he saved a run in the first inning, that was freaking fantastic, man. What a diving play that was. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but that was great. What up, Dev? How's it going? Once again, folks, make sure you all hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Let's get some new subs. Let's continue growing this channel. Thank you there, Frederick. Yeah, it was a great night. Yankees won. Knicks won. Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're going to play against the Pacers, and the Pacers are a good team. Not to go off subject here. Pacers are a fantastic team, so I am a little nervous about that series, but let's see what the Knicks do. I think this Knicks team has it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. DM says Rice and Judge homer. Yeah, Brad, Goldschmidt seems to be an exception here. He seems to be an exception. I will say he's been lights out this season. And remember, Brad, everybody was trash. Not everybody, but a lot of people were bad-mouthing the signing. Paul Goldschmidt. It was hilarious. Now there's a lot of people that are praising him big time. Peraza's go Calvert third baseman. He's not looking lost at plate and seems to start figuring it out. Clutch walk with bases loaded. Well, he's going to get he's still going to get some playing time. At some point, Jazz is going to come back, and once Jazz comes back, Vivas is going to get sent back down, and then we'll see what happens when Giancarlo Stanton gets back. What move they're going to make. The Yankees are getting some people coming back. It's going to be very interesting to see how when all these guys come back, when all these reinforcements come back, what moves the Yankees decide to do to make. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be very interesting. Eric Does Stuff. Eric says Goldie is doing so much better than Christian. Better than Christian Walker. I'm so glad we didn't sign him. Yeah, no, I'm always, my bad, Brad. I don't want to be like certain individuals where they say everybody or every fan, because we know it's not every fan. Yeah, they're not going to rush Big G. I mean, Big G needs to take his time anyway. So Yeah, you got to keep Peraza, man. I think Peraza needs to stay. I mean, I think should be the guy that gets DFA'd, but once again, it is the New York Yankees. You never know what they're going to do. And yo, TC Steels, California's in the building. What up, man? What's going on, bro? How you feeling? How do you feel after that win yesterday, TC? How do you feel about that game, man? But the game should start here in a minute. I'll pull up the game cast here. So give me 1 second. Game day. Boom. All right. So the game should start here shortly. Go vote in that poll. It looks like there's 11 votes, and the under and even is both are at 36% for the Clark Schmidt pitching 6 innings. The game will start here shortly. Well, glad you got to sleep in there, Stephen B. Sometimes you have to, man. Sometimes you have to. I know I've slept in many times. It did my body good. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got here. Yankees are taking the field. Clark Schmidt will be on the mound for the New York Yankees. He will start warming up here. It looks like a nice sunny day out in the Bronx, so it looks like a beautiful day out there. And just so everybody knows, the Mets lineup, it is Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Nimmo, Vientos. Vientos is DHing today, actually. You got McNeil at second base today. Torrens is at the dish. Beatty's playing third base, and you got Tyrone Taylor in center field. So that is your Mets lineup. Susan says it's warm out today in New York. Yeah, I mean it looks that way. It looks that way. The weather in my area is like it's nice. It's like nice spring weather. It's like mid to high 60s right now. I think it's going to hit like a high of 70. I cannot wait till next week though, when the Yankees come into town here in Colorado. So Schmidt in 5 starts, 1-1 with a 4.73 ERA, has 25 strikeouts, 12 walks. I mean, Schmidt, as of, in his last few starts, he's looked really decent out there. So we know that he struggles in the first couple of innings, but then he gets, he does figure it out eventually, and he gets in this groove. So let's see if he can do the same here against the New York Mets. It'd be amazing if they could take 2 out of 3 here and just take the series win with a win today. I would love it. But Clark Schmidt, like I said, is warming up right now on the mound. So let's see how he does. And the Yankees defense in the outfield, you have Jason Dominguez, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge. Infield, you have Yorbit Vivas, Anthony Volpe, DJ LeMahieu, Paul Goldschmidt. Ben Rice is DHing. JC Escada is at the dish. He'll be on catching duties today, and Clark Schmidt is on the mound. So Lindor looking like he's about ready to go. Here we have Juan Soto warming up on deck. Let's just hope the Yankees can win today, because I know, generally speaking, afternoon games are not Yankees' cup of tea. What up, Sco? What's up, NFE? I'm here. I wasn't running from. Nah, you're good, dude. You're good. How are you doing, bro? But Francisco Lindor is going to lead things off here for the Mets. So let's see what he does today as Schmidt is ready to go. Lindor steps into the batter's box, and he is ready to go. And we are underway. The umpire says play ball. Let's go. As Schmidt sets, pitches for ball 1. It is 1-0 to Francisco Lindor. So 1 ball, no strike here to Lindor. Looks like a beautiful day in the Bronx as Schmidt sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch is popped up third base side, and Vivas makes the play. Looks like he was battling the sun there. And here we have Juan Soto coming to the plate, and he is getting booed like crazy. as he steps into the batter's box. So 1 away here in the top of the first. So let's see what Juan Soto does in today's game. He was 0 for 2 yesterday with 3 walks. So let's see what he does in this afternoon's game as he takes strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to Juan Soto. So no balls, 1 strike. So Schmidt sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch is strike 2. It is an 0-2 count to Juan Soto. Let's see if Schmidt can get his first strike out of the game. So 0-2 count here with 1 away, top of the first. Soto steps back into the batter's box. So let's see what he does here. Here's the 0-2. And Schmidt misses on that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Soto didn't like the sunglasses. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Juan Soto. Schmidt sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch is 2-2 now. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Juan Soto. It's what Soto does really well. We got to admit, you know, starts off 0-2, and then he can turn an 0-2 count into a walk. You know what I mean? Pete Alonso waiting on deck. Schmidt sets, and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Clark Schmidt. 2 away here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Pete Alonso. Nice pitch there. That was filthy. Good job to Schmidt. Let's go. All right, and here we have Pete Alonso with 2 away as he takes strike 1. It's an 0-1 count here to Pete Alonso. So no balls, 1 strike. Schmidt sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch is a grounder, hits Volpe picks it up, and he still throws him out. So he bobbled it or couldn't glove it, and then made the play for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt. I got a little worried there, I'm not going to lie, but Volpe gets the out. Okay, cool. 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Let's freaking go. Let's go. I mean, you know, fair and square. It's like if the Mets won yesterday, it would have been the same thing, right? So, and DM says, way to go at him. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Schmidt attacked him. But 1-2-3 innings, so the Mets will take the field now. Griffin Canning will be on the mound for the New York Mets. So let's see what he does here in the bottom of the first. So let's see what the Yankees bats do here in the bottom of the first. But what do we think of that first inning, folks? How do we feel about that first inning? Susan says, what was it I said about not picking on Volpe today? Remind me. Yeah, definitely a nice inning for Schmidt. He looked good. Yeah, he looked good. Hopefully he can have more innings like that. And we're back to the game here. So let me pull up the game day. Oh, let's take that off for a second. I just don't want to get hit with a copyright with all those ads. Griffin Canning, folks, 8 starts, 5-1 record with a 2.36 ERA, 42 strikeouts, 16 walks, and 42 innings pitched. You know, so, you know, Mets got one of their good ones. Bad for you. All right. And Ben Rice is ready as he steps into the batter's box, and looks like Griffin Canning is ready to go as he steps on the mound for the Mets. Canning sets here against Ben Rice, and the first pitch is hit into center field. And Taylor or Ben Rice is out. He flies out to Tyrone Taylor. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So Mets defense, Nimmo, Taylor, Soto in the outfield, Beatty, Lindor, McNeil, Alonso in the infield. Canning is on the mound. Luis Torrens, folks, is at the dish. Mark Vientos is DHing. And this brings up the captain, Aaron Judge, number 99. All rise for the captain. And the first pitch to Judge, swing and a miss. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Judge putting up monster numbers this season. Continue just off to a freaking crazy start. 0-1 count here to Aaron Judge, and the pitch is another swing and a miss. That one was a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. So Canning throwing some heat there, throwing some heat. So no balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge as Judge calls time. So he's attacking big time. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-2. And Judge hits that to right field, but Soto is right there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Griffin Canning. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Cody Bellinger's batting average right now at 242. He's got an OPS of 711. So Bellinger's batting average has come up a lot over these last couple of weeks. He's looked really good in his last 11 games as he swings and misses on the first pitch. So we have 2 away here in the bottom of the first. So 0-1 count here. Canning sets and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Canning throwing some heat right here to the Yankees. So that one was a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. So it's 0-2 now to Cody Bellinger as Canning sets on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Misses on that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. James Jean is your home plate umpire. They say he is hitter-friendly. Fewer outside strikes on right-handed bats, fewer inside strikes on left-handed bats. Canning sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch is outside. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. Let's see if he could keep the inning alive. So 2-2 count here. Here's the 2-2. Bellinger holds off. It's a full count now, so 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. It is a full count with 2 outs. So let's see if, like I said, let's see if Bellinger could keep the inning alive. And here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So 1-2-3 inning here for Griffin Canning. We are going to the top of the second now. So just like that, top of the second coming up. Let's see if Clark Schmidt can have another solid outing or solid inning and have another 1-2-3 innings. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the second coming up. We are in a commercial break. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out on this Saturday afternoon in the Subway Series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Make sure you all hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But I hope everybody's having a great day. Everybody's having a good Saturday. Hopefully you all have some fun plans for the weekend. Anybody have any fun plans? Anybody got anything going on? But how's everybody doing? Talk to me. And make sure you all go vote in the poll. Let me know what you all are thinking. So 14 votes. So 14 votes, 36% of you said that Clark Schmidt will pitch over 6 innings. 36% of you said he'll pitch 6 innings. 36% of you are on the even. And then 29% of you said on the under. So, okay, we got mix of votes. I like it. Susan says going out to dinner or Broadway show later. Okay, that should be fun. What show are you going to go see? What's the name of the show? Well, I'll pull up the game cast here momentarily. Okay, we're good. Boop. Okay. All right, Nimmo leading things off here in the top of the second. Let's see what Schmidt does here. The first pitch is strike one. 0-1 count to Brandon Nimmo. So top of the second, 0-0 game. And the 0-1, it is fouled. It's 0-2 now. So let's see if Schmidt could get his second strikeout of the game. I figured that's who you were referring to was Betty Boop. So 0-2 count here to Brandon Nimmo as Schmidt sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Brandon Nimmo. Schmidt sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch is hit right to Vivas and throws over to first for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Mark Vientos, the designated hitter, to the plate. So good fielding there by Vivas. So 1 away here in the top of the second. Schmidt sets here against Vientos. And the pitch is swing and a miss. It's strike one, 0-1 count. That cutter that Schmidt is throwing is doing his job, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Schmidt sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Does he go? Strike two, 0-2 count. 0-2 count. Let's see if Schmidt can get his second strikeout of the game. He already has one from the first inning when he struck out Soto. Schmidt sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mark Vientos. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the second. Schmidt sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away here in the top of the second. Second strikeout for Clark Schmidt. Twice, I guess. And that'll bring up Jeff McNeil to the plate. So 2 away here in the top of the second. So let's see if Schmidt could have another 1-2-3 inning here as he throws the first pitch, and that is foul. So 0-1 count here to Jeff McNeil. So a 2-way here in the top of the second. Schmidt trying to have another 1-2-3 inning. Let's see if McNeil can keep this inning alive. So McNeil is ready to go as he steps back into the batter's box. Schmidt sets here on the 0-1, and the pitch is a grounder hit right to DJ as he throws over to first. So another 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt. So far, so good for Clark Schmidt. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Volpe. We are in a commercial break. So solid outing. Nice 1-2-3 inning. Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, we got Miss 1000 in the building. What's up there, Margaret? How we doing? Bosco here. What's up? Yeah, let's do it today. Let's do it today. Yes. Yankees are they're going to get it done. Hey, my friend JB. What's up, man? He says, I remember when I got excited for a good play by my team. It was September 2024, and we had a manager then. Yeah, it's a tough one for your boys there, man. We gotta talk. I gotta get in contact with you. We gotta talk about that privately if you want. That's a rough one for your boys, man. I appreciate it though. I will call a good game. I'm definitely, but it's a rough one for your boys. I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't. Like you guys were the threat of that AL East. I thought you guys were going to be a problem this year. I mean, you know better than I do, man. You know better than I do, but we're gonna have to talk about that, JB. But I hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, nice 1, 2, 3 inning. Schmidt looking good so far. Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Schmidt. Hopefully he can keep this going. You know what I mean? So another 1, 2, 3 inning for him. So far, so good. Bottom of the second will be coming up here shortly. So the game will resume. Once again, make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Keep sharing this channel out. Let's get some new subscribers. Let's continue growing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. So they got this afternoon's game, and then the game for tomorrow will be on tomorrow night. Will be tomorrow night at 7:05. That's going to be a game on ESPN. So it'll be nationally televised. I'll get the game cast up here momentarily. All right, cool. We're good to go. Just want to make sure the ads don't show. And Paul Goldschmidt coming to the plate here. He will lead things off in the bottom of the second. So let's see what he does against Griffin Canning. I mean, what I've seen from Griffin Canning so far, the dude's throwing some heat. He's got some heat on him. Those fastballs are brutal. So let's see what Paul Goldschmidt does here in the bottom of the second as he leads things off here. Canning sets, and the pitch is strike one. Yeah, 95-mile-per-hour fastball. So 0-1 count here to Paul Goldschmidt as Canning sets. And the pitch. Goldschmidt fouls that one off. So 0-2 count now to Paul Goldschmidt. So no balls, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. As Canning sets here on the 0-2. And here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, ball in the dirt. So 1-2 count to Paul Goldschmidt now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt as Canning sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. Goldschmidt fouls that back, still staying alive. Career versus Mets for Paul Goldschmidt, 85 games, 291 batting average, 18 homers, 56 ribbies, and 897 OPS. So he's had good numbers against the Mets. Of course, he played for the National League, throughout his whole career. So. And the 1-2. And Goldschmidt hits a grounder to Lindor as he fields it and throws over to first for out number 1. 1 away here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring up the Martian, Jason Dominguez, to the plate. So let's see what Dominguez does here against Griffin Canning. All right, and Canning sets here against Dominguez, and Dominguez fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. So 0-1 count here to the Martian. And Canning gets the signal. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dominguez. Canning is interesting. He's got like this slow setup on his pitches. I mean, it's different. I like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually like it. He looks like he takes his time, and his windup is like real slow motion. Ooh, big swing and a miss there by Dominguez. It's 1-2 strikes now. So 1-2 strikes to Dominguez. Let's see if Dominguez is able to get on base. As Canning sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch is fouled off. Dominguez still staying alive. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. We have one away here in the bottom of the second. So neither team has any runs, hits, or errors. So and the 1-2. And Dominguez hits a grounder to Pete Alonso as he throws it over to Canning for out number 2. So 2-away here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. So Volpe, let's see what he does with 2 outs. Let's see if he can keep the inning alive. All right. And Canning looks like he's ready to go. Volpe's ready to go. Canning sets here. Very slow motion here by Canning as Volpe takes ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Volpe. So 2-way here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 game. Canning with the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, his setup and his delivery, it's very slow motion. It's like grab a remote control and just control and just, yeah, very slow motion with him. And 2-0. Oh, that was a quick delivery. Volpe hits a little grounder there. And let's see if Beatty makes the play. Beatty does make the play. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. Still a 0-0 game. So both Clark Schmidt and Griffin Canning having two innings of good pitching. So let's see what Clark Schmidt does here in the top of the third. But man, it's going to be this is probably going to be a pitcher's duel. Yeah, he can't hit into a double play, right? Yeah, you always count on Susan always counts on Volpe to hit into a double play. No. I mean, I haven't gotten hit with a copyright strike. I know I had it on like a low volume yesterday. I feel like it's only when if I show the game, then I'll probably get a strike. But I did lower it a little bit. I know it was a little too loud. I don't know if you were all able to hear it, but I did lower it a little bit. Yeah, so far definitely looking like a pitcher's duel. No doubt about it. All right, cool. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit. So yeah, and I gotta watch. I have to take off the game cast right away too, just because there's ads that get played, and I don't want to get hit with that either. So I gotta be real careful. I gotta make sure that I do what I got to do so I don't get hit with a strike. Yeah, Susan. Well, we'll see what happens the second time around. What's up, Doran? Good to see you. I got you, Frederick. But the game will resume here shortly. Here, I'll pull the game cast up. All right, and looks like a beautiful view of New York City. All right, and Luis Torrens will lead things off here in the top of the third as he faces off against Clark Schmidt. Schmidt sets here, and the first pitch is, goes to the backstop, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike here to Luis Torrens. So 1 ball, no strike here to Luis Torrens as Schmidt sets here on the 1-0, and the pitch is popped up, and Judge right there to make the play for out number 1. Torrens gave that one a ride, but just wasn't far enough. So 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. That'll bring up the number 8 batter, Brett Beatty, to the plate. So let's see if Clark Schmidt could have another 1-2-3 inning here. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd as Beatty steps into the batter's box and looks like he is ready to go. Clark Schmidt is ready to go as he sets here against Beatty, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. That cutter is doing its job. So no balls, 1 strike here to Beatty as Schmidt sets here on the 0-1, and the pitch is just misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Brett Beatty. Top of the 3rd, 0-0 game. Neither team has runs, hits, or errors so far. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 3rd strike out of the game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as Schmidt sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch is swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Third strike out of the game. 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. So far, so good for Schmidt. So far, so good, and that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Tyrone Taylor. So let's see if Schmidt could have another 1-2-3 inning here. The first pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here to Tyrone Taylor. Schmidt's back on the mound. Gets the signal, sets here on the 0-1, and the pitch is line drive right to DJ, makes the play, out number 3, and another 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt. So we are going to the bottom of the 3rd, folks. So still a 0-0 game. Both pitchers getting the job done so far. Yeah, both Schmidt and Canning are being very. Yeah, both pitchers are doing a good job right now. I will say they're definitely getting the job done so far. When Schmidt gets back out there in the top of the 4th, he's going to face the top of the lineup. So let's see what he does when he faces the top of the lineup. But Schmidt is looking good so far. Yeah, Ace, what up, man? Shout out to my boy Ace. I know he's out doing the live stream there. So my man is on his way to 2K. So shout out to my man Ace. You're going to get there, bro. I know you're going to get there, but hopefully you're having a good day, bro. Yeah, game's going quickly. Let's see what the Yankees bats do here against Canning. Canning is holding his own here against the Yankees. So I think, yeah, so it should be the 7, 8, 9 batters for the Yankees. It should be Escada, LeMahieu, Vivas. So bottom of the order should be coming up here for the Yankees to go up against Canning. So let's see if they can get something going here. So far, there's been no answer. Yeah, no, Doran, no doubt. Going through the lineup the 3rd time around has sometimes it can be a problem for some pitchers. I know that's been a little bit of a issue with Clark Schmidt, although his last couple of outings, though, he's looked really solid. So I have no complaints about him, about his last couple of outings. He's turned it around. I mean, you got to remember he barely had a spring training. He didn't really have a whole lot of time to get ready. I don't want to say he was rushed, but he had some rehab games, so it takes some time to develop. You know what I mean? To get going. So, and Theo, what up, Theo? How's it going? 1 week left, Theo. 1 week, bro. And here we have JC Escada, who swings and misses on the first pitch. So 0-1 count here to JC Escada. Bottom of the third, 0-0 game. It's a pitcher's duel. And here's the 0-1. That is in there for a strike. It's 0-2 now. So quick 0-2 count to Escada, who is on catching duties today. And the 0-2. And Escada hits a grounder to McNeil, throws over to first, out number 1, just like that. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu to the plate. So let's see what DJ can do here. It's all good, Theo. Don't worry about it, man. Even if you just, rock the T-shirt, rock the hat, bro. It ain't the end of the world if you don't have a jersey. The jersey's nice, don't get me wrong, but rock the shirt, rock the hat, man. So Canning sets here against DJ, and the first pitch, strike 1. That was a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. I don't know if he threw I think that was like his first sinker that he pitched. Every pitch it seemed like was a fastball. And it's 0-1 to DJ. And here's the 0-1. DJ hits that to right field. Soto going back. And it's a solo home run for DJ LeMahieu. And the Yankees are on the board 1-0. Let's go. Anybody have DJ? The Yankees are on the board. What a 1-0 lead on a solo home run by DJ LeMahieu. Go DJ. That's my DJ. So a solo home run with 1 out. Way to go, DJ. And that'll bring up Yorbit Vivas. And that's his first home run since July 31st, 2024 against the Philadelphia Phillies. That is, wow, that's been a long time. That's got to be a good feeling for him. But the Yankees are on the board 1-0. And Vivas, hits a line drive right to Lindor. He's right there to make the play for out number 2. Yeah, hits it to the opposite field. Bounces off the top of the wall. Definitely over the wall. So solo home run for DJ. So let's go. Let's go. And that'll bring up Ben Rice. We are back to the top of the lineup here for the Yankees as Ben Rice takes strike 1. Showing the replay here. Looks like it came off the end of the bat. So Yankees are on the board 1-0. Yankees strike first, and the 0-1 to Rice is strike 2. 0-2 count now to Ben Rice. We have 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Two away here in the bottom of the third. It's an 0-2 count. Yankees are on the board 1-0 on a solo home run by DJ LeMahieu. Canning sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Let's see if Ben Rice could keep this inning alive. Canning sets here on the 1-2. And here's the pitch. Rice gets a base hit, gets through. Keeps the inning alive. A 2-out single here for Ben Rice. So Yankees bats coming alive here, and that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. So nice piece of hitting there by Ben Rice. So a 2-out single here for Ben Rice. He keeps the inning alive. Let's see what Aaron Judge does here against Griffin Canning. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So let's see what the captain does. As Canning sets. And the pitch. 1 ball, no strike. So 1-0 to Aaron Judge. I don't know about you all. I definitely did not have DJ hitting a home run. He was not my home run pick. Oh, silly me. So 1 ball, no strike here to the captain. Here's the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss on a changeup, 90 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. So we got a runner on first with 2 outs, bottom of the third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the captain. So 1-2 count here to Aaron Judge as Canning sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Count is even. Ball's hitting the dirt. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the count is even for Aaron Judge. It's a 2-2 count. Canning would love to get out of this inning without having to give up any more runs. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the third, 1-0 game. Canning sets here on the 2-2. And the 2-2, swing and a miss as he strikes out. Judge strikes out swinging. But that'll be the end of the third. The Yankees are on the board. We are going to the top of the fourth, top of the lineup coming up here for the Mets. But the Yankees are on the board on a 1-0 lead. A solo home run, folks, by DJ LeMahieu. What are we thinking, folks? Let's check these comments. Yeah, Doran, I remember that game against the Phillies. He hit a grand slam in that game. That was pretty epic. I think that was that game, right? Yeah, it was that game. Let's check the game or the comments here. Doran says Jason at 161 brought up a great point. By the way, Jesus Rodriguez is having a great season so far in AAA. He's on the 40-man roster and can catch and play third base. He may be a surprise call. It's possible there, Doran. I feel like the catching situation is a very interesting one. Next time I'm going to get Rob to talk prospects. When we talk prospects again, I'm going to get Rob from Pinstripe Chronicles to talk Yankee prospects. And I do want to talk about the catching situation the next time because that is a very interesting one right there. Susan says, my prayers were answered. Doran says, DJ. Desiree said he shut us up. Yeah. DJ said, put respect on my name. Absolutely. Consider me chastised. Way to go, DJ, from Mr. Barrows. I didn't have Brad. I certainly didn't. Too bad no current call for DJ. Sco says, oh boy, our offense is bad. Still early, bro. Still early. Yeah. So, yeah, if DJ's going opposite field, I mean, that is a good sign. Yeah, Scar is doing a good job as a backup catcher. You know what I mean? Like he's doing what he can. I certainly did not have DJ hitting a home run there, folks. Not this guy. If I said I did, I'd be lying to you, and I'm not going to lie to you all. But top of the fourth coming up, happening right now. Clark Schmidt facing the top of the order for the New York Mets, and the first pitch to Lindor is ball 1. Lindor is 0 for 1 in today's game. He popped out in the first inning, so Lindor, Soto, Alonso here in the top of the fourth. So it is 1-0 to Lindor. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now. So 2-0 count now to Francisco Lindor. Yankees are up 1-0. Schmidt sets here on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. Misses on that one. It's 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Lindor as Juan Soto is waiting on deck. Schmidt sets here on the 3-0. And the pitch. That is a 4-pitch walk. So first walk issued by Clark Schmidt. So leadoff man is on here in the top of the fourth. And now we got Juan Soto coming to the plate. So Juan Soto did strike out in his first at bat. Let's see what he does second time around facing Clark Schmidt. So runners on first with Juan Soto coming to the plate. So the tying run is on first. So let's see what happens here. As Schmidt sets here against Soto, ball one. So 1-0, 5 straight balls here from Schmidt. So 1 ball, no strike to Juan Soto. Schmidt sets here on the 1-0. And here's the pitch. And there's a hit for Soto. So first couple of men on for the New York Mets. So runners on first and second with nobody out. So a walk and a hit. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso to the plate. So the tying run now is on second base. So a good hit there by Juan Soto. So let's see what happens with 2 men on. So the Mets are making a little bit of noise right now. And this does bring up Pete Alonso, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. He grounded out in the first. So Mets bats right now, making it happen as Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Pete Alonso. On 1 count to Pete Alonso. Schmidt sets. And Schmidt steps off. Looked like he was about to throw to second to check on Lindor. Schmidt sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch is, a line drive. And Dominguez comes up with it. That'll score a run. So an RBI single for Pete Alonso, and we have ourselves a tie game. The Mets are on the board now. It's a 1-1 game, so Alonso gets a hit. So Mets bats right now, folks, making some noise. They are making some noise here. And that'll bring up Brandon Nimmo to the plate. So still nobody out. It's a 1-1 game. We got runners on first and second. You got Soto at second, Alonso on first. That was an RBI single for Pete Alonso as Lindor scored. And we have ourselves a tie game. So let's see if Schmidt could settle down here. A double play would be ideal. Yeah, it looks like Schmidt's kind of leaving those pitches hanging. So Mets bats are taking advantage of that. All right, looks like Schmidt settled down. He's trying to settle down here. And the first pitch to Nimmo is in there for strike one. It's 0-1. It'd be great if Schmidt didn't give up any more runs and just keep it to the 1 run and make it just have a tie game going into the bottom of the 4th. As Schmidt sets here on the 0-1, and the pitch is 1-1. Good stop there by Escada. Runners will stay put. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Clark Schmidt. So 1-1 count here to Brandon Nimmo as he checks Soto at second. Here's the 1-1, and it's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Nimmo. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 4th strike out of the game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Brandon Nimmo. You got runners on first and second. It's a 1-1 game as Nimmo calls time. Umpire acknowledges it. So Nimmo trying to reset himself as he steps back into the batter's box. So 1 ball, 1 strike, or excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Nimmo as Schmidt sets here on the 1-2. And here's the pitch. And he struck him out looking. First out. Big strikeout there by Clark Schmidt. So we have 1 away here. That is his fourth strikeout of the game. Let's see that replay. It was a close one. But we have 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Still runners on first and second. And we have Mark Vientos coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So let's see what Schmidt does here against Vientos as Schmidt sets here. And there goes Soto. And Soto steals third. So now we have runners on first and third. So good job to Soto. So runners on the corners now for the Mets. We have 1 away here in the top of the 4th. It's a 1-1 game. So Schmidt in a little bit of a jam here. So let's see if he can get out of it. Here's the 1-0. Oh, my God. And Vientos hits that to left field. And Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 2. But that will score Soto from third. And Pete Alonso will also tag up too. So runner on second now. The Mets have a 2-1 lead, and the hat is coming off. I did say at the beginning of the show, if the Yankees are losing, the hat is coming off. So the hat will go back on when the Yankees are winning. So, but good play there by Dominguez to make the second out. But that does score Soto on a sac fly by Vientos. So he gets the job done. The Mets now have a 2-1 lead against the Yankees. So we got a runner on second, and we have Jeff McNeil at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So not what we wanted to see, but I had a feeling this game was gonna be an interesting one. Pitchers duel. Both teams are gonna, find their opportunities to get their hits and score runs. So it's a 2-1 game now. 2-1 game. Mets are leading against the Yankees 2-1. Runner on second with 2 outs, top of the 4th. It is looks like there's a pitch clock violation. So now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So it is a 2-1 count now to McNeil. Ball 2 came on a pitch clock violation. So Schmidt will set here on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Jeff McNeil. So 3 balls, 1 strike to McNeil. And here's the pitch. And he walked him. So second walk issued in today's game by Clark Schmidt. So it looks like Matt Blake will come out to talk with Clark Schmidt just to try and settle him down. So we got runners on first and second. Luis Torrens will be coming up to the plate. There'll be a little conference on the mound. Yeah, I thought that ball was out. I thought that was a home run for sure, but thankfully it wasn't. I'd rather take a 2-1. I'd rather the Yankees be losing 2-1 than losing 4-1. I'll say that one. Looks like the meeting is over on the mound, and Schmidt hopefully has settled down and is ready to go. There are 2 outs here at the top of the 4th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. So let's see if Schmidt could get out of this inning without having to give up any more runs. It's a 2-1 game. The Mets are leading. And Schmidt will set here against Torrens. And the pitch is ball 1, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike here to Luis Torrens. Schmidt sets here on the 1-0. Oh, did they get him? No, they did not. Schmidt almost picked off Alonso. But umpire said he was safe. He got back in time. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, Alonso gets back on time. Gets back in time. So, man, that would have been awesome if they were able to pick him off. So 1-0 count here to Torrens. Here's the pitch. Doesn't get the call on that one. So 2 balls, no strikes. So Schmidt struggling a little bit here in the top of the 4th. So here's the 2-0. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Torrens. Schmidt checks Alonso at 2nd. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Luis Torrens. Schmidt desperately needs to get out of this inning and keep it at a 2-1 lead as Schmidt sets here on the 3-1. And the pitch is swing and a miss. For strike 2, it's a full count. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Get his see if he can get out of the not any more damage. Runners will go with 2 outs. Full count here to Torrens. So big pitch coming up. Schmidt sets. Here's the payoff. And he walked them. So the bases are now loaded for Brett Beatty, folks. And the inning still stays alive. So bases loaded here, folks. So Schmidt in a little bit of danger. So Beatty is 0 for 1 in today's game. Mets still threatening here in the top of the 4th. So this could turn ugly. Here's the first pitch. Schmidt or Beatty hits that to right field. Gave that one a ride. Oh, my God, that kind of gave me a scare. But Judge is right there to make the final play for out number 3. But the Mets do get on the board. They score a couple runs. It's a 2-1 game. Oh, my God. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad for the Yankees. Oh, man. Woo! But Yankees are down. Bottom of the 4th will be coming up. Yankees are down 2-1. Could have been way worse. So, it's not like they're losing by 4 or 5 runs. Thank God. But they're down 2-1 right now. So still early. Bottom of the 4th coming up. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do against Canning. So it looked like they were able to figure it out. They, you got that home run from DJ. Yankees bats were slowly coming around. I think they're figuring it out. So let's see what happens. But I agree, Dorian. I think getting out of that inning 2-1, down 2-1, that's a win. Definitely a win. It is. That inning could have turned very ugly for the Yankees. It would have been an excellent inning for the Mets had they capitalized, but they didn't, thankfully. But we are in a commercial break. I do appreciate all you guys and gals hanging out on this Saturday afternoon. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's hope the Yankees bats can come alive. 1-0 count here to Torrens. So 2-1 pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Luis Torrens. Schmidt checks Alonso at 2nd. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Luis Torrens. So Beatty hits that to right field. Gave that one a ride. Oh, my God, that kind of gave me a scare. But Judge is right there to make the final play for out number 3. But the Mets do get on the board. They score a couple runs. It's a 2-1 game. Oh, man. Woo! But Yankees are down. Bottom of the 4th will be coming up. Yankees are down 2-1. Could have been way worse. So, it's not like they're losing by 4 or 5 runs. Thank God. But they're down 2-1 right now. So still early. Bottom of the 4th coming up. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do against Rodney, what up, man? Good morning to you. How are you feeling, bro? Good to see you as always. What's up, my man? Your boy DJ hit a solo home run there, man. But we are in a commercial break. Game will resume here shortly. Cody Bellinger will lead things off here for the New York Yankees. All right. So here we have Cody Bellinger stepping into the plate, stepping into the batter's box. Looks like he is ready to go. So 2-1 game. Mets are leading. Let's see if what the Yankees do here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if they can answer back. First pitch to Bellinger is ball one. It is 1-0 to Cody Bellinger. I know you do, Rodney. I know you do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Cody Bellinger. You have Paul Goldschmidt waiting on deck. Bellinger 0 for 1 in today's game. It's 2 balls, no strikes right now to Bellinger. And here's the 2-0. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to Bellinger. As Canning sets here on the 3-0. And the pitch is foul back. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. 3-1 count. Doran, I'm not going to read your comment. All right, Ronnie. Looking forward to hearing from you. Full count now to Cody Bellinger as he takes strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. As Canning sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. And Bellinger is still staying alive. He fouls off that pitch. So still a full count to Cody Bellinger. It's a 2-1 game. The Mets are leading here in the bottom of the fourth. We have 3 balls and 2 strikes right now to Cody Bellinger. As Canning sets here on the 3-2, here's the payoff. Bellinger pops that one up, and it looks like Soto will make the play for out number 1. Bellinger now 0 for 2 in today's game, and that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. So let's see what he does with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Looks like Goldschmidt's ready to go. Canning is ready to go as he sets. And the pitch is ball 1. Ball 1 to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt right now 0 for 1 in today's game. Let's see what he does in his second at bat here against Griffin Canning. So 1 ball, no strike here to Paul Goldschmidt with 1 out. As Canning sets, here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. It is a 1-1 count. And here's the pitch. In there for a strike on a slider. This guy's, Canning's he's got a filthy slider, I will say. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt as Canning sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Goldschmidt does not go for it, holds off. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. It is a 2-2 count here to Goldschmidt As Canning sets, here's the 2-2. And Goldschmidt fouls that one off. He is still staying alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Goldschmidt. As Canning sets here on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Gets a piece of it, still staying alive. So it's a little bit of a battle here. So good job to Goldschmidt for making Canning throw a lot of pitches, which I think the Yankees need to start doing right now against Canning. So Canning right now at 51 pitches. Still a 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2. Schmidt strikes out swinging. So a strikeout for Canning. That is his 3rd strikeout of the game. And we have 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th, and that does bring up the Martian. That does bring up Jason Dominguez. So let's see what Dominguez can do here with 2 outs. And first pitch, Dominguez is strike 1. Yeah, Schmidt right now at 52 pitches. The 0-1. Whoa, way high. Goes to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Too bad there wasn't a runner on first. They could have taken second base on a wild pitch. So Canning right now at 54 pitches. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominguez. Let's see if Dominguez can keep the inning alive. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Canning sets. Here's the 1-1. He fouls off that pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dominguez. Dominguez is 0 for 1 in today's game. And Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck for the Yankees. Canning sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch is hit by Dominguez, and he gets a 1-out single. Dominguez keeping the inning alive. So nice piece of hitting there by the Martian. We have a runner on first with 2 outs. So Dominguez keeping this inning alive on a 2-out single. So nice piece of hitting there by Dominguez. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. So let's see if Volpe can keep this inning alive. The tying run is on first base. So Canning sets here against Volpe, and the first pitch, ball 1, outside, 1-0. So runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Yankees trying to keep this inning alive. It's 1 ball, no strike to Volpe as Canning sets here on the 1-0. It's a long set. Here's the pitch. 2-0 now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Volpe. 2 balls, no strikes. Dominguez takes his lead at first base as Canning sets here on the 2-0 and the pitch. And there's a grounder. Beatty makes the throw, and he gets Volpe out. So that'll end the inning. So still a 2-1 lead. Mets are leading, and we are going to the top of the 5th. Still a 2-1 game. So let's see if Clark Schmidt can have a better inning. Let's see what he does, but we are in a commercial break right now, folks. Well, Brandon Hyde is not their general manager. He's the team manager. Yeah, Susan Bullion Volpe. I'm going to call Susan Bullion Volpe Susan. Susan. Oh, man. We got to come up with a name for Susan for Bullion Volpe. We're going to call it the Volpe Beater. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, folks. I'm being silly right now. Yeah, Brandon Hyde was their manager, not their general manager there, bud. But they did name their interim manager. So, according to, let's see, shout out to my boy Brad for sending this. Tony Manzolino will take over as the interim manager of the Baltimore Orioles. And field coordinator Tim Cousins was also let go along with Brandon Hyde. So, there you go. You're good there, Desiree. You're good. But we are in a commercial break. Top of the fifth will be coming up here. Let's hope Schmidt can have a better inning. Once again, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new and you're watching this channel, let's continue growing this channel out and keep sharing this out, folks. Let's continue spreading the word. And the game will resume. So, top of the fifth happening right now. And that brings up the number 9 batter, Tyrone Taylor, who's 0 for 1 in today's game. Let's hope for a good inning here for Clark Schmidt as he pitches for strike one. It's 0 1 to Tyrone Taylor, who's 0 for 1 in today's game. So no balls, 1 strike here. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count here to Tyrone Taylor. Here's the 1-1. That is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So let's see if Schmidt can get his 5th strikeout of the game so far. Has 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and given up 2 runs here in 4 innings. Let's see if he could get strikeout number 5. It's 1-2 here to Tyrone Taylor. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out looking. What a way here. 5th strikeout here for Clark Schmidt. Let's go. Let's see more of that. What's up, Bill? How's it going, man? Good to see you, my friend. And we're back to the top of the lineup. Francisco Lindor is at the plate. So 1 away here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch from Schmidt is strike 1. It is an 0-1 count here to Francisco Lindor. Lindor walked in the 4th inning and also scored a run. Schmidt sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch is a grounder hit right to Goldschmidt. He says he will take it. He steps on the bag. So 2 outs here. So 2 quick outs. And now we have Juan Soto coming up to the plate with 2 outs. So Soto is 1 for 2 in today's game. Struck out, hit a single, stole a base, scored a run. So let's see what Soto does here with 2 outs. Let's see if he could keep the inning alive. So here's the pitch to Soto. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Juan Soto. So 1 ball, no strike here to Soto with 2 outs. Let's see if Soto could keep this inning alive for the Mets. Schmidt sets here on the 1-0. And here's the pitch. 2-0 now as Soto gets out the way there. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Juan Soto. Schmidt right now at 60 pitches. Schmidt sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch is swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Juan Soto. Nice cutter. Yeah, Schmidt's cutter is killer, man. So killer. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Soto. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 6th strike out of the game. Let's play that. Let's see. Looking for his 6th strikeout. That would be huge. That would be huge. So let's see what happens. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Schmidt sets. And here's the 2-2. Just misses. So it's a full count now to Juan Soto. As Soto was shaking his head like, nope, that wasn't a strike, bro. But it's a full count. Here's the payoff. And he walks him. So a 2-out walk for Soto. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso to the plate. So the inning is still alive here in the top of the 5th. So let's see what Pete Alonso does here with 2 outs with Juan Soto on first base. So 5 strikeouts, 4 walks for Clark Schmidt. Walks are a little high for him today as Pete Alonso takes ball 1. It's 1-0 to Pete Alonso. Schmidt sets on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 1-1 now to Pete Alonso, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. One count here to Alonso as Schmidt sets. Here's the 1-1. As Alonso fouls that back, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's get that 2-strike horn. Schmidt looking for his 6th strike out of the game. Let's see if he can get out of this inning without keeping it alive as Schmidt sets here on the 1-2. Long set here. Throws over to first to check on Soto as Soto gets back to first. They're showing Schmidt's pitch count per inning. That 4th inning he pitched 25. He's got 15 right now in this inning. Here's the 1-2. And Alonso hits that to left field. And Dominguez makes the play for out number 3. So it's still a 2-1 game, bottom of the 5th coming up. Let's see if the Yankees bats could get something going here. 7, 8, 9 batters coming up. So let's see what the 7, 8, 9 batters do. But better inning by Schmidt. Kept the pitch count down. That was 16 pitches in the top of the 5th. Yo, we got Gusto in the building. My man, what's going on? So let's see. Yeah, JC Ascar will lead things off. So good job to Clark Schmidt. Gets through 5. So Bats got to make something happen here. It's still a 2-1 game, so they're only up by 1 run. The Mets are only up by 1 run, so still early. Bottom of the 5th will be coming up. So Yankees are keeping it a 1-run game, but the hat is still staying off because the Yankees are losing. So anytime the Yankees are losing, the hat stays off. But once again, folks, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, keep sharing this channel out. Let's keep continuing to grow this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,700, so love to get there sooner rather than later. Of course, the big goal is 2,000 subscribers. What's up there, Bill? How we doing? Well, the game will resume here shortly. All right, bottom of the fifth coming up here for the Yankees. J.C. Escobar will lead things off here against Griffin Canning. And the first pitch to Escobar is strike one. It's an 0-1 count to Escobar, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And the 0-1. Did he go? Third base umpire said yes, he did. It's 0-2. Didn't look like he did, but love to see a replay on that. But it's 0-2 now to Escobar, so quick 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes as Canning sets here. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Escobar. Ace says, who's the real best player on the team? Judge is batting 409. DJ's batting 400. Oh, man. All right. Escobar is still staying alive as he fouls off that pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Escobar. So Yankees bats need to make Canning work here. And the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What became a quick 0-2 now is 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to J.C. Escobar. Bottom of the fifth here, 2-1 game. Mets are leading. Canning sets. Here's the 2-2. And Escobar fouls that off, still staying alive. And the 2-2. Canning misses on that. It's a full count to Escobar. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. DJ LeMahieu waiting on deck for the Yankees. Canning sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. And he walks him. Good at bat by Escobar. Yankees get their leadoff man on first base here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu, who is 1 for 1 with a solo home run. He got the Yankees on the board. I'll take it. So we got a runner on first, bottom of the fifth. This brings up DJ LeMahieu, who hit a solo home run against Canning in his last at bat. So tying run is on first base. Let's see what DJ does here in his second at bat. 1 ball, no strike to DJ LeMahieu. So 1 ball, no strike to DJ as Canning sets here on the 1-0. Long set. Here's the pitch. Misses on that one. Just barely. Thought he was going to get the call on that, but umpire said nope. 2 balls, no strikes now to DJ. So 2-0 count. 2-0 count here, folks. Bottom of the fifth. Canning sets here on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Looked a little similar to the last one. Yeah, LeMahieu's home run exit velo was 98.4 on the exit velo. And there's a line drive. Another hit for DJ LeMahieu. Runners on first and second. DJ LeMahieu, 2 for 2 in today's game. Now he gets a single. Runners on first and second. Tying run is on second base. That'll bring up Yorbit Vivas. So DJ right now having himself a nice little game so far, folks. Let's friggin' go. Go, DJ. That's my DJ. All right. This brings up Yorbit Vivas, who lined out in the third inning. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So let's see what Yorbit Vivas does here with 2 men on, nobody out. Yankees bats making a little noise here. Tying run is on second base as Canning sets here against Vivas. He's checking the runner at second. Here's the pitch. He takes strike one. It's 0-1 to Yorbit Vivas. So 0-1 count here to Vivas as Vivas calls time. Vivas calls time. Just wants to reset himself. So 0-1 count. And here's the pitch. Ooh, big swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Yorbit Vivas. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Vivas. So 0-2 count to Vivas as Canning sets. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men on. Bottom of the 5th. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. And the 1-2. Vivas fouls it off. Still staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Yorbit Vivas. Canning right now at 75 pitches. So Yankees bats doing a good job of working him in this inning. As Canning sets, here's the 1-2. And swing and a miss. Vivas strikes out. So 1 away here, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Ben Rice is coming to the plate. So 4th strikeout there for Griffin Canning. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Ben Rice coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in today's game. Yankees have an opportunity here to get the game tied up. The tying run is at second base, and the first pitch to Ben Rice is popped up but fouled out of play. So 0-1 to Ben Rice. Rice is 1 for 2 in today's game. Had a single in the 3rd inning. So we have runners on first and second with 1 out, bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-1 game as Canning sets here on the 0-1. And here's the pitch. And Rice hits that to left field. But play is made by Nimmo for out number 2. Runners will get back. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge. It is up to Aaron Judge to make something happen here with 2 outs. Judge is 0 for 2 in today's game with a flyout and a strikeout. And looks like the pitching coach is out there talking with Canning. So a little conference there on the mound. Judge has an opportunity to come up big, come up clutch here. What up there, Petruzzi? Yeah, drive safe, pay attention to the road, and listen. Do not text and drive. Yeah, DM, I agree, man. It would have been better with Rice and Judge coming up, but hey, what are you going to do? All right, so big moment here for Aaron Judge as he is waiting to step into the batter's box here. He looks like he is ready to go. Canning is ready to go. So tying run is on second base. Judge has a big, big opportunity here to make something happen. So let's see what he does here with 2 outs, runners on first and second in the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Judge, 0-1 on that slider. On that slider. The 0-1. Whoa. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on first and second, bottom of the 5th. Canning sets. Here's the 1-1. Judge hits a grounder. Let's see what happens here. Beatty throws over to first. And the Yankees leave a couple of runners stranded. So still a 2-1 game going into the top of the 6th. Judge 0 for 3, so he could not execute on that opportunity. So top of the 6th coming up here, folks. Still a 2-1 game. Still a 2-1 game. They're only down by 1. Only down by 1 run. So, but once again, Yankees bats need to make something happen. But they did make Canning work, though. I mean, let's see. Canning's pitch count right now. He is at 81 pitches right now, folks. So it's almost like the Yankees bats haven't quite – they're like trying to figure it out. They think they have it figured out, but it's like they just can't come through. Darn says DFA Judge. Oh, man, that's wild work. You know, Judge's contract looks all of a sudden way friendlier. Just saying. I'm saying what up to Ace in his chat right now, but we are in a commercial break. So this game is too close. It's very close there, Sko. It's very close, man. Indeed. All right, and we are going back to the game here. So game should start, and I believe Clark Schmidt is still in the game. He'll be back on the mound here. Schmidt right now looks like he's at 68 pitches. So top of the 6th here. And there's Brandon Nimmo, who fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now for the New York Yankees. So 0-1 count here to Brandon Nimmo. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 6th strikeout of the game. Schmidt right now with 5 strikeouts and 4 walks. So the walks are a little bit high. All things considered, though, it's still a 2-1 game. Here's the 0-2. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Nimmo, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Schmidt sets, here's the 1-2. Ball's in the dirt. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. What's up there, drunk Hispanic? Mark Vientos is waiting on deck for the New York Mets. Schmidt sets here on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. That is popped up, out of play, still alive, still a 2-2 count. Clark Schmidt right now at 73 pitches. Schmidt sets. And here's the 2-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count now to Brandon Nimmo as Schmidt sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. And he walked him. So that is the 5th walk by Clark Schmidt today. And let's see, Boone is waiting. I don't know if he's – I know Mark Leiter Jr. was warming up there. And this does bring up Mark Vientos. So Schmidt's staying in the game right now as Schmidt throws ball 1. Yeah, Schmidt right now with 5 walks, 5 strikeouts in today's game. Gave up the 2 runs. I mean, you would think with the 5 runs, it should be a different score. Or 5 walks, it should be a different score. As Vientos pops that up, Judge is running and, ran out of room there. Ran out of some real estate. And it's a 1-1 count now. It's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So replay here. Judge, just ran out of real estate. So 1-1 here to Mark Vientos. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a runner on first base here with nobody out. And here in the top of the 6th, Schmidt sets here on the 1-1 and the pitch. It's a grounder. Let's see if they could turn 2. There's 1. There's 2. A double play. Nicely done. Vientos hits into a double play. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. Schmidt certainly needed that one. And that'll bring up Jeff McNeil to the plate with 2 outs. So let's see if McNeil could keep the inning alive. So good job by the Yankee defense. Nice double play there by the Yankees. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of this inning. So 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. Jeff McNeil at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in today's game. And the first pitch is fouled off. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here to Jeff McNeil. Schmidt right now at 79 pitches. So great job to the Yankees defense turning that double play. It started with Yorbert Vivas there at third. There's the 0-1 and 1-1 now as Schmidt just misses on that one. This could very likely be Schmidt's last inning. I mean, I know he's at 80 pitches. I know they have Mark Leiter Jr. warming up there in the bullpen. The 1-1. That is in there for strike 2. It's 1-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. One ball, 2 strikes here to McNeil. Here's the 1-2. Ball is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even to McNeil. And Luis Torrens is waiting on deck for the Mets. Let's see if McNeil could keep this inning alive for the Mets. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning. And here's the 2-2. And it is fouled off. McNeil still staying alive. Schmidt right now at 83 pitches. Schmidt with 15 pitches so far in the 6th inning. His biggest pitch count was in the 4th inning with 25. The 2-2, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Jeff McNeil. He's trying to keep this inning alive. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count to McNeil. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. as Schmidt sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. Schmidt fouls it off, still staying alive. Still a full count to Jeff McNeil. The payoff, it is fouled out of play. So McNeil making Clark Schmidt work. So a little bit of a battle going on here. Schmidt sets here once again on the 3-2 and the payoff. And that ball is popped up. Who makes the play? Looks like it's Anthony Volpe for out number 3. And the inning is over. Still a 2-1 game. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Dominguez coming up here. So that'll probably be it for Clark Schmidt. But listen, I know 5 walks, 5 strikeouts isn't exactly attractive, right? It's not a good look, but with 5 walks, you would think the Mets would be up with a bigger score instead of winning 2-1. I'll still take the 2-1, but the Yankees bats, they have to come through. They could still win this game, but the bats just got to make it happen. But 5 walks sucks, but hey, would you would you rather have, like Doran brings up Carlos Carrasco, would you rather have Carlos Carrasco? Because guaranteed, if he was pitching on the mound today, he had 5 walks. The Mets probably would have had like 10 runs, if anything. So the Yankees could have been losing this game 10-1 right now. So, but it's a 2-1 game. It's still a game that they could tie up. They could take the lead. Once again, the bats just need to wake up. So 3, 4, 5 batters coming up for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th when the game resumes. Yeah, Clark, I mean, all things considered, right? I mean, again, with the 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, that's not a good look, especially with 5 walks. That's not great, but it's a 2-1 game, all things considered. So Schmidt still did his job in holding the Mets to a 1-run game. Is still keeping the team in the game, which is great. He just pitched 6 innings now. But the game will resume here shortly. Yeah, so 6 innings pitched in 3 straight starts for Clark Schmidt. I mean, that's the first time in his career. So kudos to Clark Schmidt for making that happen. Canning is back on the mound, so he's at 81 pitches right now. He'll be facing Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 2 in today's game, as Canning sets here for strike 1. It is an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. So let's see if Bellinger can lead things off here and get the ball rolling. Canning sets here on the 0-1. 1-1 now. Ball's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. What up there, Egyptian? 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Bellinger hits that to center field. Looking up, and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Cody Bellinger. It's a 2-2 game. Play that siren. Let's go. 6 home run of the season. And it's a tie game. It's a 2-2 game with a solo home run by Cody Bellinger. Bellinger has just been on fire as of late here, folks. His bat has been on fire. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Cody Bellinger. He's been looking great this month. 12-game hitting streak, 1 shy of his career high. Let's go, Cody. That'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Goldschmidt takes a strike. 2-2 game, folks. 2-2 game. Belly with a blast. Let's go. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. 1-1 count here to Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Nice home run by Bellinger. Here's the 1-2. As Goldschmidt hits that to third, and a play is made for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. They keep showing the Bellinger home run to center field. As Dominguez is at the plate, he fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. So 0-1 count here to Dominguez. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. It's a 2-2 game. The Yankees tied it up on a solo home run by Cody Bellinger as Dominguez gets through on a single. A 1-out single for the Martian. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. Yankees bats coming alive here. Let's go. Canning right now at 90 pitches. Brozobon warming up in the bullpen there for the Mets. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. And I know I'm going to get some Volpe comments. Let's see those Volpe comments. Mr. Barrow said, he said that, he says, I said Bellinger and Judge will go yard. Yep. Volpe fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Volpe 0 for 2 in today's game with 2 groundouts. It's worth mentioning Bellinger's batting average right now at 243. He was below 200 just a couple of weeks ago as Canning throws over to first to check on Dominguez, and he's safe. So 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's see what Volpe can do here. The 0-1. And there's a hit for Anthony Volpe. Let's go. And Dominguez will go over to third. We got runners on the corners now. Runners on first and third. Nice piece of hitting there by Volpe. As that passes the diving Pete Alonso. So it's a single for Volpe. We got runners on first and third. Good piece of hitting there. Dominguez was stealing second base and then saw that Volpe got the hit and then ran to third. So good job. And that'll do it for Canning. And that'll bring up Escara, LeMahieu, Vivas here. So Yankees have an opportunity here to take the lead with 1 out. So we are in a commercial break. But how we feeling, folks? 2-2 game. Cody Bellinger solo home run. Right now we got runners on first and third. JC Escara will be up to bat when the game resumes. They're having a pitching change right now, so let's hope that they could get some more runs. They got to get some more runs. Let's just make it a 5-2 game, make it a 4-2 game. But yes. So it's been a good game so far, though. I mean, definitely a pitcher's duel for sure. Bats haven't exactly been hot for either team, but they're coming through in certain situations. So, let's see what happens here when the game resumes. Susan. She's just going to find a reason to pick on Volpe. That's just what she's going to do. Well, we are in a commercial break, though. Bottom of the 6th still with 1 out. Runners on the corners on first and third. Brozobon is going to be taking over pitching duties here. So let's see what happens now. So game should resume here shortly. Make sure you all hit that like button. If you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So Brazoban. Huascar Brazoban. That's a different name. That's cool. And looks like we got JC Ascara at the plate. So let's see what he does here. And it's a grounder. Let's see what they do. They get Dominguez out at home, so they get the runner out at home. So runners on first and second now. So Dominguez ran on contact. So Ascara hit it right to Alonso, which made it easy. Man. Well, sometimes you got to take those chances, but didn't exactly work out. So runners on first and second now with 2 outs. And that does bring up DJ LeMahieu, who is 2 for 2 in today's game. So let's see if LeMahieu could keep the inning alive. Solo home run and a single for DJ. Solo home run got the Yankees on the board earlier in the game. And Volpe steals third base. Let's go. Runners on the corners now. Or excuse me, double steal. Runners on second and third. So double steal there. So good job to Ascara and Volpe. Oh, yeah, he was definitely safe. Wait, what happened? They say like DJ was in the way and he told the runners to go back. 1-1 count here to DJ as he fouls off that pitch. It's 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to DJ LeMahieu. Here's the 1-2. And DJ fouls it off, still staying alive. Yankees have an opportunity to get some runs here with runners on first and second. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's been a very interesting game so far, folks. Very interesting game, I will say. And here's the 2-2. And hit sharply. And as DJ grounds out, they get the force out at second. And that'll be the end of the inning. Top of the 7th coming up. Not what we wanted to see. So 2-2 game, though. At least the Yankees tied it up going into the top of the 7th. So let's see if the Yankees bullpen can hold it here at 2-2 in a 2-2 game, can hold it to a tie and take it to the bottom of the 7th, 2-2, and hopefully the Yankees bats can come through. But it's been a very interesting game, though, so far, folks. I mean, you know, both teams really, you know, really battling, really trying to win this game. You know, Mets are certainly trying to win this game. They're not trying to lose the series. So, you know, they're playing hard. You know, they're trying to make things happen. And Yankees are trying to get the series win so they don't have to worry about the rubber match for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know there, Egyptian. That was Like, what was the call on that? But that was stupid. Oh well. Susan says the flighter's coming in. That's concerning. Mr. Barrow says bottom of the seventh is our inning. Let's go Yankees. Sco says this is a tough game. It is, man. It is. Both teams are playing well. I mean, all things considered, right? The bats, yeah, maybe the bats aren't making it happen today. It's not a definitely not a high scoring game for the Yankees where they put up 6 runs yesterday, but it's definitely a very low scoring game, which honestly I kind of expected it to be because I knew Canning was gonna do his job. I wasn't really sure how Clark Schmidt was gonna do. I think Clark Schmidt did better than expected. Honestly, I thought he was going to go 5 innings. I'll be honest, and looks like he is back on the mound here in the top of the seventh. So I thought his day would have been over. Yeah, Mets bats wasn't great. I mean, neither were the Yankees bats. Not really, all things considered, man. But hence the reason why we have a 2-2 game, why it's a low scoring game. But Luis Torrens is at the plate. He'll lead things off here in the top of the seventh for the Mets as Torrens gets a leadoff single there. So leadoff man is on for the New York Mets. So let's see. Yep, Boone after that hit says, okay, we're done here. And Mark Leiter Jr. will come into the game as he was warming up in the bullpen. And Brett Beatty will be the man coming to the plate once we come back from commercial break. So gotta give it to Clark Schmidt though. I mean, yeah, he had 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, but he only gave up a couple of runs. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. But yep, Schmidt's day is over. Schmidt's day is over. And I will end that poll. So let's see what people voted for. So a total of 33 votes, and 52% of you said that Schmidt would be on the, or 51% of you said that Schmidt would be on the over. 27% of you said on the even. 21% of you said under. So Clark Schmidt, yeah, he went 6 innings. So for those of you that said even, good job. And that was 27% of you. So to the 27% that voted even, congratulations, you are the winner. Great job. Mr. Brown said over 6. I was on the under. I'll be honest with you. I was saying under, but we are in a commercial break. Yeah, I said on the under, but Schmidt did better than Schmidt had another solid start. Honestly, I'm like I said, the 5 walks sucks. Too many walks, it sucks, but still kept the team in the game. It was 2-1 for most of the game until Cody Bellinger tied it up. So I got to give credit where credit is due. And that's the third straight game where Schmidt went 6 innings. So the first time he's done that in his career. So, good job. Gustav says the astronaut is gone. It's sleeping right now. But yo, Gusto, we're 8 days away, bro, or 6 1/3. Okay, I got you there, Mr. Barrows. All right, so the game will resume here shortly. So we have a runner on first with nobody out. Mark Leiter Jr. is in the game, taking over pitching duties for the New York Yankees as Schmidt's day is over. So runner on first, top of the seventh, 2-2 game, 0-1 count to Brett Beatty as Leiter Jr. sets on the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Brett Beatty, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Yep, we got certain folks that are nervous because Brett Beatty, or not Brett Beatty, but Mark Leiter Jr. is in the game. Beatty calls time. It's 0-2 to Brett Beatty. And the pitch. There's a grounder. Let's see if they could turn two. There's one. Nope. They only get the runner out at second, so they get the force out at second. Beatty's safe at first. One away here in the top of the seventh now with a runner on first. Yeah, Beatty definitely beat out the throw, so. And that'll bring up Tyrone Taylor to the plate, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. So one out here in the top of the seventh. Runner on first. Still a 2-2 game. Leiter Jr. sets. The pitch is in there for strike one. It is 0-1 to Tyrone Taylor. Mark Leiter Jr. sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Oh, and Taylor hits that to left field. Dominguez going, cannot make the catch. And Beatty's rounding third. Let's see if they get him here. Big play coming up. And he's out of there. Let's go. 2 outs. They got him out at home. Great play by Dominguez. Good relay there. Let's go. We do have a runner on second, so great job there by the defense. Great throw there by Volpe as he gets Beatty out. Good job. And great tag there by Escara. Oh, man. Woo! That was big. That was big. Oh, my God. Great job. That was a hard-hit ball. Dominguez just could not make the play. We thought third run was going to score. Well, actually, it was Bellinger that threw it into Volpe on the relay, and Volpe throws it home, and they get him out. Good job to the Yankees defense. Oh, man. So still a 2-2 game here, folks. Still a 2-2 game. Leiter Jr.'s fired up. So they're saying it's under review, but he looked out in that play. I mean, tell me not. What up, Chris Carr? Well, Leiter Jr. throws over to second. Runner safe. So this does bring up Francisco Lindor. We are back to the top of the lineup. So big at bat coming up. Swing and a miss by Lindor. 0-1. Lindor is 0 for 2 in today's game. He had a walk in the fourth inning and also scored a run. Yeah, they just got him, man. They just got him. That was a good tag by Escara. Good relay there as Lindor shows bunt and fouls it off. It's 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Oh, Lindor calls time. Lindor calls time. Umpire says he called time. He's waving off Mark Leiter Jr. So big moment here. Big moment coming up, folks. Big moment coming up. Here's the 0-2. And it's a grounder. It's a DJ. He grounds it, makes the play, and he got him out of there. Let's go. Let's go. What an inning there, folks. What an inning. Mark Leiter Jr.'s fired up. JC Escar's fired up. Great play there by DJ. DJ just making it happen today here, folks. Schmidt is fired up. It's still a 2-2 game. Lindor almost beat it out, though. But bottom of the 7th here, folks, coming up. My God, what a freaking inning it has been. What a game it's been. But bottom of the 7th, it's the 7th inning stretch. Go stretch, get some food, get a drink, get some snacks, come right back. I'll leave you all with a little bit of tunes, and I will take a little break myself, and I will be right back. And don't go away, folks. Game ain't over yet. Game ain't over yet. So bottom of the 7th will be coming up, and I will be right back. All right, we are back, folks. Bottom of the 7th coming up. It's a 2-2 game. Hopefully, y'all got to boogie a little bit, got to stretch, get some food, get a snack, get a drink. Game will resume here as Trent Grisham is the pinch hitter. He'll be pinch hitting here for Vivas. So it's an 0-1 count here. And Grisham fouls off that pitch. It's 0-2 now. So no balls, 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham, who is pinch hitting here for Yorbit Vivas. As Brazoban sets and the 0-2, 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. And the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Grisham. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. Here's the 2-2 as Grisham fouls that off. Still a 2-2 count. So Brazoban versus Trent Grisham here. Grisham pinch hitting in today's game. So it looks like Vivas's night is over. Here's the 2-2. Full count now to Trent Grisham. It's been a very interesting game today here, folks. Very interesting, just on both sides. Mets had an opportunity to take the lead there, but man, what a play in the top of the 7th on that relay. And Grisham hits a grounder. Beatty makes the play. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up Ben Rice. That'll bring up the top of the lineup here. Yeah, I really thought the Mets were for sure going to score a run on that, and I thought it would have been a 3-2 game. But, man, Mark Leiter Jr. was just fired up, man, which you can't blame him, man. There's Ben Rice. He hits a grounder to Lindor, and that is out number 2. So two quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. So Judge struggling a little bit here in today's game. So let's see if Judge could keep the inning alive. I'd say Dominguez comes out if Grish is going to be playing. They'll move Bellinger to center field probably, and then put Grisham in center. Judge fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. As Brazoban sets here on the 0-1, and the pitch is fouled off. It is 0-2 now to Brazoban. So no balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, I mean, Skull, I know I'm frustrating in what way? Like frustrating for you as a Mets fan, like the Mets couldn't just get anything they couldn't execute or capitalize. But we have Tim Hill warming up in the bullpen now for the Yankees, so we may see him come in in the top of the 8th. As Brazoban sets here on the 0-2, and the pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 100% there, DM. You're not wrong there, man. Definitely not wrong there. The 1-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. What started off as 0-2 is now 2-2 to Aaron Judge. Brazoban setting up here on the 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2. And Judge swings and misses, and Judge strikes out. He is 0 for 4 in today's game. And that'll take us to the top of the 8th. So 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4 batters. No. Yeah, 2, 3, 4 batters coming up for the Mets. Oh, my goodness. What a game. Yeah, Soto, Alonso, and Nimmo coming up. So big bats coming up in the top of the 8th. So it's going to be really important for the Yankees bullpen to shut these guys down and come out of the 8th inning clean. Hopefully they don't give up any runs, but This is a big inning coming up. But how are you all feeling about this game? Let's talk for a minute. It's been quite a game. It's been quite a game. It's been, it's been a nail biter. It's been a nail biter. It's been, I know I'm sure some folks are just like on the edge of their seat. I mean, I know I have been. It's been a hell of a game. It's been one hell of a game. It's just one of those games you just don't know what's going to happen. Like you're like waiting for the next big thing to happen. But it's been a very interesting game so far. Definitely a pitcher's duel. Bats on either team aren't really making it happen. The Mets, almost came through on a few occasions, but Yankees pitching was able to get the job done. There was at one point during the game where Clark Schmidt had the bases loaded. When the Mets were up 2-1, that could have been it could have been worse for Schmidt. It would have been a good news for the Mets, but luckily it didn't. It worked out. Sko says frustrating as a Mets fan. The Mets keep doing this consistently. Yeah, it's just not Judge's day today. But what are you going to do? I mean, Judge is, he's already batting. He's still batting over 400. I mean, which is crazy. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to deal with the ghost runner situation. All right, but we are back into the game here, folks. Tim Hill is taking over pitching duties, so we have a lefty versus lefty matchup here. Oswald Peraza taking over at third base, so Vivas's day is over. Strike one to Juan Soto. Juan Soto is 1 for 2 in today's game, a single walk, a run, and a stolen base for Juan Soto. So 0-1 count here to Soto. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Juan Soto. The Yankees could get out of this inning without any damage. That would be huge to go into the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Soto. So let's see if Hill could get a strikeout here. Still a 2-2 game in the top of the 8th. As Soto swings through that pitch. Here's the 1-2. And Soto rips that, but it is foul. So still a 1-2 count here to Juan Soto, who's leading things off here in the top of the 8th for the New York Mets. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, he just got a piece of it. Oh, man. I thought he struck him out. What the hell? Here's the 1-2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hill sets here. And a 2-2. Soto pops it up. Dominguez is actually still in the game, and he makes the play for out number 1. So 1 away here. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso. So Fernando Cruz is warming up for the New York Yankees in the bullpen. So that'll bring up Matt Blake to the mound to talk with Tim Hill. So they're having a little conference there. So I guess Dominguez is still in the game. Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge are still in the game, and I guess Grisham just came in as a pinch hitter. And Peraza is taking over third base duties. So I guess Grisham just came in to pinch hit. So Pete Alonso's at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in today's game. Pete Alonso hits that to left field, and that ball will drop into the gap. So it should be a double there for Pete Alonso. So 1-out double here for Pete Alonso. Not what we wanted to see here, folks. And that'll bring up Mark Vientos to the plate. No, DJ's playing second base. Vivas was playing third, so Peraza's taking over at third base there, Susan. And here we have Brandon Nimmo, who fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 to Brandon Nimmo. So runner on second with 1 out. Yankees or the Mets have an opportunity here to take the lead here in the top of the 8th. 0-1 count. Nimmo pops that one, but it is out of play. He pops it up, but it is out of play. So big inning here, folks. Big inning here. So 0-2 count here. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder. Hit to Goldschmidt. He will step on the bag for out number 2. Alonso moves over to third base. So 2 outs here, and that'll bring up Mark Vientos. So Mets have an opportunity to take the lead here with 2 outs. Garrett is warming up in the bullpen for the New York Mets. Boone is coming out. Tim Hill's day is over, and that'll bring in Fernando Cruz into the game. That timeout finger is sore there, Brad, for Gusto. But we are in a commercial break, so when we get back, it's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, runner on third. Mark Vientos will be coming to the plate. Fernando Cruz will be taking over. Yeah, but it should be Cruz. He was warming up in the bullpen, so. Yep, it will be Fernando Cruz. I'm doing good, Gusto. I'm doing great, bro. I'm great. I'm good. How are you, man? How are you doing? Tim Hill, he's good. I like him. I mean, he did good last year for the Yankees. I'm glad the Yankees signed him back to a 1-year deal. I know he's had some struggles, but he's good. I don't mind him. Yo, yes, the Knicks, man, they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I am so excited. Yeah, Susan, he just had that one bad outing against the Athletics. Other than that, he's been very good. Yeah, Brad, I would agree with that. Yeah, Gusto's saving his trigger finger because he's saving it to kick folks out of Coors Field when we go to the games next week. That's what Gusto's going to do. But the game will resume here. And we have Fernando Cruz, who throws strike 1 to Mark Vientos. So Fernando Cruz trying to make something happen here, trying to get out of this inning without giving up a run. There's a runner on third base, and here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Cruz sets on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes here to Mark Vientos. So big at bat here, big inning here, folks. 1 hit. Mets will take the lead. Cruz sets here on the 1-2. It's a long set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's still a 2-2 game. 3, 4, 5 batters coming up for the Yankees. Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Dominguez coming up. Let's go. Big inning there for the Yankees. Big inning. So Mets could have taken a lead there, but good job to Fernando Cruz. Bullpen so far holding it down for the Yankees. So bats need to come up, man. They need to make something happen. But we are in a commercial break. Yes, I should be streaming the game tomorrow night. Yeah, Astronaut is back. I'm going to keep you guessing, Gusto. That's what I do. I'm the mystery man. That's what I am. I'm the mystery man. I'm a dark mystery man. Gusto says he's not getting in trouble, but he's not running from it either. I don't know, man. Trouble seems to find you, bro. We need to have a conversation with Tracy, your mother, your mother-in-law. We need to figure out this behavior of yours there, Gusto. I don't know if your mom's in the chat or not, but I promise he's behaving right now, but I won't make any promises in a few minutes from now. But wow, it's been a great game for sure. It's true, it does. They've given up decades ago. Yeah, the Astronaut was not there earlier, but it has made its appearance. So it went out for a walk. Oh, who's at the store? Your mom or Tracy? No worries there, Frederick. Do what you got to do. Hey, man, you ain't got to tell me, bro. If you got to go attend family stuff, go attend family stuff. Family comes first. I always appreciate you. I always appreciate you tuning in when you can, but family comes first always, okay? Don't worry about it. Well, we have Reed Garrett in the game for the Mets. He's taking over pitching duties here for the New York Mets. He's going up against Cody Bellinger. It's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger as Garrett sets here on the 0-1 and the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. One here to Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Way high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Poor Gusto. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger, who's 1 for 3 in today's game. He tied up the game with a solo home run. Bellinger has been looking a lot better as of late here, folks. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger as Garrett sets here on the 3-1. Here's the pitch. And it's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th. And that'll bring up the Martian. Devin Williams right now warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. So let's see what Goldschmidt could do here against Garrett. As Goldschmidt hits a grounder, there's one, and there's two, and Goldschmidt hits into a double play. Oh, man, not what we wanted to see. Frustrating. Oh, my God. And that'll bring up the Martian to the plate, Jason Dominguez, who is 2 for 3 in today's game. Desiree with a faster finger than Gusto. That's scary. Oh, man. Oh, man. But Dominguez, 0-1 count. Dominguez having himself a good game, 2 for 3. Couple of singles. Bat's been looking good for the Martian. Garrett sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Martian. Once again, Devin Williams warming up. He'll be facing the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the top of the 9th. And the 1-1. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck, so let's see if Dominguez can keep this game alive or keep this inning alive. Garrett sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch, and Dominguez fouls it off, still staying alive. Dang, Desiree coming at Gusto. She's like, I'm doing like 10 things at once. You can't, you're not as fast as me. Gusto definitely slacking. Oh my God. Poor Gusto getting picked on right now. That's not cool, man. Here's the 1-2. Whoa. Oh man, the umpire called that one a ball. I honestly thought that was a strike. Wow, that was close. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Let's see that replay. That was right on the corner. I don't know. Dominguez might have gotten lucky on that one. It's a full count now. Ball was in the dirt. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, my God. Oh, Gusto waving the white flag. Oh, poor guy. So big pitch coming up here. It's a full count for Dominguez as Garrett sets. Here's the payoff, and he walks him. It's a 2-out walk for the Martian. This brings up Anthony Volpe. I think the Martian might have gotten lucky that he didn't get called strike 3 there, folks. Honestly, I thought that was a strike. I thought the umpire was going to call that a strike. Well, now we have Anthony Volpe with 2 outs, so runner on first. The Yankees have an opportunity here to take the lead. As Volpe takes ball 1. So let's see if the Yankees could take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th and then try to close this game out at the top of the 9th. Or else the Yankees are going to have last licks in the bottom of the 9th, and hopefully they can win the game. So 2-0 now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. It's a 2-2 game. Runner on first. So 2-0 count here to Anthony Volpe, who is 1 for 3 in today's game. As Volpe steps back into the batter's box. As Garrett sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch. Volpe fouls that one off. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. 2-1 count. Oh my God. Y'all talking about brownies? Now I want something sweet to eat. Oh, why'd you guys have to do that to me? Anyway, 2-1 count to Volpe. Here's the pitch. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. And JC Escada on deck. Garrett sets. Checks on Dominguez. First throw over. Dominguez can steal. Still a 2-2 count here to Anthony Volpe. Dominguez taking his lead at first base as Garrett sets. Here's the 2-2. And there's a hit for Volpe. And it goes to the wall. Can Dominguez score here? No, they're going to have him stop at third. So we got runners on second and third, folks, with Escara coming to the plate. And the inning continues. The inning is still alive. Nice piece of hitting there by Volpe as he hits it to the opposite field. Yeah, the Martian was off to the races. Now, it was a good decision to stop him there. He definitely would have been thrown out if the third base coach sent him home. But looks like JC Escara is coming to the plate. So big moment here, folks. Big opportunity for the Yankees to just take the lead here. This has been a very interesting game. It's been a nail biter of a game. Oh my God. Yeah, probably Desiree. Mind your business, Brad. Piss off. Way high. Ball 1. Escara is 0 for 2 in today's game. Yeah. Man, only if that ball got away, Dominguez could have scored. They could have had a 3-2 game. Volpe could have went to third. Oh, my God. 1 ball, no strikes as Garrett sets. Here's the pitch. 2-0 now. Blocked by Torrens. So 2 balls, no strikes here to JC Escara. NFE Escara? Really? I look like Escara? Does anybody else see that? Garrett sets. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. 3 balls, no strikes. DJ LeMahieu is waiting on deck. Garrett sets here on the 3. Oh, here's the pitch. Oh, and it's a 4-pitch walk. The bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for DJ LeMahieu. Oh, my God. With 2 outs. Yo, they got to make – oh, my God. You got to make something happen here. Gusto says he sees it. Okay. DJ with a chance to be a hero. Dude, he's got a big opportunity here. Come on, DJ. Come on, man. You're 2 for 3 in today's game. It's 2 outs, bro. Bases are loaded. Got to make something happen here. It's a 2-2 game. This freaking 8th inning. As Garrett sets, here's the pitch. DJ! Oh, no. He hits it right to Soto. Golly, man. Big opportunity blown. Oh, my God. Oh, God, that sucked. They had an opportunity here. Top of the 9th coming up, 2-2 game. Yankees had an opportunity. Oh, with the bases loaded. DJ, that was your moment. That was your moment. Oh, my God. That sucks. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know where Brad and other folks that were kept saying that I was Ace's twin. Like Ace and I look nothing alike. What? Just because we both have a beard? Like we look nothing alike. Oh my god. Yeah, DJ just couldn't come through in the moment, man. Yeah, I mean, 2 for 4. He was 2 for 4 in today's game now with that out, but I don't think anybody was even expecting DJ to get a hit. Let's be honest. But golly, man. Yeah. Well, that was a tough inning for both teams there, Sco. Oh my God. What a Aaron Boone moment. We had it. It's right there in front of us. So Jake Cousins, injury update, pectoral discomfort, shut down for 4 to 5 days. He's currently on the 60-day IL. Boone did say it was nothing serious, so shut down for 4 to 5 days. So it sounds like it's minor, but we are back to the game. It is a Subway Series, man. I would agree, Brad. I would agree. But Fernando Cruz is back on a mound, and he will face the 6, 7, 8 batters here. So it's 1-0 to Jeff McNeil, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. So this has been a nail biter of a game as McNeil rips that, but it is fouled. It is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So when the Yankees come up in the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Peraza, Rice, and Judge coming to the plate. And we have Edwin Diaz warming up in the bullpen for the New York Mets. It's 1 ball, 1 strike right now to Jeff McNeil. Here's the 1-1. And Cruz misses on that. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. And we're almost at the 3-hour mark of this game. Here's the 2-1. And let's see here. Bellinger makes the play as McNeil pops out. So good play there by Bellinger. 1 away here in the top of the ninth. And that'll bring up Luis Torrens to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Nail biter. Oh my God. So 1 away here in the top of the ninth. Still a 2-2 game. Very low scoring game. Pitching's been the story today. Oh, Torrens takes ball 1. 1-0. So Peraza, Rice, and Judge will be coming up in the bottom of the ninth. So up to one of those guys to try and win the game. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Torrens. Cruz waiting for the signal. As he gets the signal, he sets here on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. That is called a strike. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Torrens. It's been an exciting Subway Series game 2 here between the Yankees and Mets. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Torrens. So 3 balls, 1 strike. as Cruz sets on the 3-1. And the pitch. And he walked him. So a 1-out walk for Torrens, and that'll bring up the number 8 batter, Brett Beatty, to the plate. It looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. It looks like Acuna is going to be the pinch runner for Torrens. So they're trying to add a little speed there. And this does bring up Brett Beatty. Beatty is 0 for 3 in today's game with a strikeout flyout on fielder's choice. So Luis Angel Acuna is the pinch runner here for Torrens. So Acuna will take his lead at first base there. Let's see if he steals. Cruz sets here. It's a long set. Goes over to first to check on Acuna as Acuna gets back to first base. So top of the 9th here, runner on first with 1 away. Here's the pitch from Cruz. That is in there for strike 1. It is 0-1 to Brett Beatty. One ball, one strike now to Brett Beatty. So Mets have an opportunity to take the lead here. Tyrone Taylor is on deck. The Mets will love to take the lead here and close it out in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-1 as Beatty fouls that one off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first, 2-2 game, top of the 9th as Cruz sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. And here's a ground there, and that gets DJ stops it. But could just not come up with it. Oh man, it was a nice diving catch there, but just could not make a play. So runners on first and second now with Tyrone Taylor coming to the plate. A nice diving play there by DJ, but just could not get a hold of the ball. Golly, man. So this could lead to something bad here, folks. And this does bring up Tyrone Taylor. So once again, Mets have an opportunity here with runners in scoring position. So Mets bats making a little noise here as Cruz sets on the 1 or against Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. A double play would be awesome right now. So 0-1 count here to Taylor. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor. So 1-1 count, runners on first and second, 1 out here, top of the 9th. Cruz sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that hit a Scar. A Scar looked like he was in pain. So they're saying that it hit. It hit it. Damn, that wouldn't want to get hit down there. Boone thought it hit the bat, but I think it got his elbow, the back of his elbow. Yeah, I got his forearm there, and it hit. Got a Scar right where it hurts. Oh my God, this inning. But we have Ian Hamilton warming up in the Yankees bullpen right now. So Francisco Lindor at the plate right now with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 3 in today's game with 1 out here. So the Mets could just execute and explode here in the top of the 9th. Oh, man. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Ball's in the dirt. It's 1-0 to Francisco Lindor. Juan Soto is waiting on deck. Cruz sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes. Woo! This game is nerve-wracking. Oh, my God. 2-0 count now to Lindor. Cruz sets. The pitch. 3-0. He misses on that. Oh, man. Oh, my God. And 3-0. That is in their first strike. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now to Francisco Lindor. It's been a crazy top of the 9th inning so far. My God. Bases loaded with 1 out. Yankees are in a little bit of danger here. Here's the 3-1. And it is popped up. Dominguez calling it off. No, Bellinger calls him off. He makes the play. Acuna does score. It's a 3-2 game on a sac fly by Lindor, so he gets the job done as the Mets take a 3-2 lead here. Runners on first and second now. So the Mets are now leading by 1 run here, folks. 1 run. It's a 3-2 game now. Not what we wanted. Oh, boy. And this does bring up Juan Soto. So the inning is not over yet. We do have 2-way here with runners on first and second. Juan Soto is at the plate, so this could get worse. And there's a hit. Oh, right to Volpe. Steps on the bag. All right, and that does end the inning. So bottom of the 9th coming up. 9-1-2 batters coming up for the Yankees. Yankees are going to try and win this game. They're down by 1 run right now, folks. We are in a commercial break. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot freaking worse with the bases loaded. They could have taken a 4-2 lead, a 5-2 lead. Man. Wow, what an inning. Such a close game. Like it's like a game of inches. Oh my God. Yeah, but there's games like this, DM, where it happens, right? I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out in the Yankees' favor. Sometimes it does and it doesn't. So, it's just one of those games, man. I mean, the pitching for both teams has been good. Ace says should have went to Williams, in my opinion. A couple of people are saying that, Ace, but it's funny, right? Because it's like if that was Devin Williams, I'm just saying they would have been like, oh, freaking Devin Williams, But maybe they should have brought Williams in there, but they could have. Maybe they were saving him for for extra innings. You got him, you got Weaver. Maybe that was part of Boone's thinking. Who knows? But big inning, bottom of the 9th coming up here, folks. Bottom of the 9th coming up. But the 9-1-2 batters are coming up for the Yankees. Looks like Austin Wells is going to be hitting for Peraza. So pinch hitting situation here, folks. So Francisco Alvarez is taking over for Torrens. Luis Angel Acuna is taking over at second base for the Mets. And here we have Edwin Diaz trying to close out this game. So let's see what the Yankees bats, if they are able to do anything, they could at least tie the game up. So big bottom of the ninth inning coming up here. And Austin Wells is leading things off here. And the first pitch, big swing and a miss. That was a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. It's 0-1 to Austin Wells. So 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1. That was a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. So Diaz throwing some heat right now. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Austin Wells. The 1-1. Wells fouls that one off. It's a 90-mile-per-hour slider. So fastball, slider. So might see another fastball here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Austin Wells. Yankees are down 3-2. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. 2-2 count. That was another slider. I thought maybe fastball. Might see a fastball here. So 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. 3-2, another slider. I don't know, I keep saying fastball. I keep throwing slider. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. Wells swings and misses as Wells strikes out for out number 1. He didn't swing at that pitch. It would have been a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the ninth. And now the Yankees are 2 outs away. And that brings up Ben Rice to the plate. And Ben Rice takes strike 1. So Diaz throwing some sliders right now. 0-1 count to Ben Rice as Diaz sets on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. It is 0-2. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. We are officially 3 hours into the game here, folks. Been a long game. A very interesting game at that. So 0-2. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. So Diaz got up to 100 on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. As Diaz sets here on the 1-2. And there's a infield pop out for Ben Rice. So 2 away here. So it is up to Aaron Judge to keep this inning alive. A solo home run will tie up this game. So big opportunity here for Edwin Diaz to close out this game. Big opportunity for Aaron Judge to try and tie it up on if he could get a solo home run. He takes strike 1. It's 0-1 to Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-1. And Judge pops that one up, but it is out of play. It is 0-2 now, so no balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 4 in today's game. The stadium is all on their feet. 0-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. So 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. And the 1-2, 2-2. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up. 2-2 count. Diaz is laser focused. Judge is ready to go. And here's the 2-2. And Judge fouls that back. Fastball was 100 miles per hour. So still a 2-2 count with 2 outs here. And the 2-2, 3-2. That ball goes to the backstop. Full count now to Aaron Judge. Bellinger is waiting on deck for the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge trying to keep this game alive. A home run will tie it up here. So big pitch coming up. 3-2 count to Aaron Judge. Diaz sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. And swing and a miss, and that'll end the game as the Mets take this game 3-2 as they survive. And they play the rubber game tomorrow, so tomorrow's game will determine who wins the series. But what a nail-biter of a game it's been. It was a good game, no doubt. So, fortunately for us Yankees fans, the Yankees lost. And that'll do it here, folks. Game is over. Game is over. Yankees lost a tough one. It was a good game. It was a tough game. You just didn't know what was going to happen. You know, like you really just did not know what was going to happen. Man, it's what a nail biter it was. Yeah, Desiree. I mean, you know, Yankees have an opportunity to win the series tomorrow. It's yeah, DM. The Yankees should have won, man. They had some opportunities, but you know what? The Mets only won by 1 run. I know the Yankees bats, you know, they couldn't come through. But you know, the Mets could have put this game away a long time ago too. You know, so it's not like, you know, they wasted some opportunities as well. But it's a Subway series. I mean, you can't, you know, games like this, you gotta expect it. Yeah, it was a very close game. It was a very close game. So I appreciate it there, Petruzzi. But it was just a matter of you know, it was just a pitcher's duel. It was just a matter of like who, you know, was gonna be, you know, who was gonna make the last mistake, you know, but and who's going to come through in the big opportunity, you know, in opportunities. And, you know, the Mets came through in the top of the 9th. Yeah, but, you know, I know people are saying Cruz in the 9th and over Williams or Weaver, but I think Aaron Boone was thinking, okay, if we go to extra innings, then you know what? I got Williams, I got Weaver, these guys are available. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not saying this is the case, right? I don't have a connection with the Yankees or Aaron Boone. I'm just saying this is maybe what he was thinking. But, you know, Cruz is not a bad pitcher by any means. It's not like you have Mark Leiter Jr. out there, right? I mean, but what if Williams came in and he gave up that run? What would people be saying? Because Williams is already has a bad rep as it is, you know, although he's looked a lot better recently, but you know, what's done is done. You know, I thought Cruz would have maybe been able to close out the 9th, but just couldn't make it happen. You know, but what's done is done. The Yankees lose today's game 3-2. Once again, the Yankees had some opportunities, especially when they had the bases loaded with DJ up to bat and just could not freaking execute on that. But, you know, on to tomorrow night, folks. On to tomorrow night. Overall, like I said, it was an exciting game. It was a nerve-wracking game. It was a nail-biter. All of the above. You say it. You name it. Go ahead and say it. Whatever you think this game was, that's what it was. But the Yankees lose today's game 3-2. Mets come out victorious in today's game, in a very close game, mind you. But tomorrow night, folks, on ESPN. It'll be nationally televised. Yankees Mets. Max Fried will be on the mound for the New York Yankees. So with Max Fried on the mound, I definitely feel very confident. And I think the Yankees could take this 2 out of 3. But they lose today's game. So hopefully they can take the series with a win tomorrow. And let's hope for the best. But Garrett is your winning pitcher. Cruz is the losing pitcher. Diaz gets his 10th save of the season. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. I would greatly appreciate it. Keep sharing this channel out, folks. Let's get more subscribers. Let's continue growing this channel out. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out with me for over 3 hours. It is greatly appreciated. You guys and gals are the best. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday. Go out, get some fresh air. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, let's go Yankees. See y'all tomorrow.